So, this is Superb City in an early state. As you can see, there's still farmers and workers in here. And also marketplaces and pubs. Yeah, I did it in one step. So I collected enough resources first, so that I can do the upgrade in one big step.
Game saved.
So for this I created this farmer island. It's completely self-sustaining with the schnapps and the working clothes.
Preparation.
And the spear is essential for this whole thing to work, because you need the workforce on the other islands. Oh, this is the worker island, where I produce the sausages with all these little piggies. And
Stores are
the
inundated.
slaughterhouses. Also some meat from the cattle farms. And schnapps, of course. Yeah. Also here I just collect enough of timber to be able to upgrade all these farmers at once. So I prepared everything, especially the factory island here. This is an early state from an early layout. I just changed it a few times before it's like it is now.
So I says, keep your feet in health or you can't work, and your 6 little mouths will go hungry.
Yeah, and after everything is prepared, I just went to my workers island and upgraded all the houses. Yeah, still needed some more wood, but it's an early save game. I just picked a random one. Also here I still need a lot more of timber, but yeah, best is if you put them on ships and let them wait in front of your harbor, and then just unload the timber and other stuff you still need.
We look out for each other here.
No, you just have to wait until you can upgrade the freshly created workers. And while waiting, you can upgrade the artisans. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not well prepared in this save game, but yes, this is how it's done. Yeah, on this island where I still got workers and farmers, I surely got all the required buildings like the sheep farms and the work clothes stuff. Yeah, down here I produce some metal and all the sewing machines. But this was just temporarily until I moved it to the factory island, which I will show now after loading another save game. So, this is Superb City in its current state. So, upgraded like in the layout. As you can see, the coverage of the buildings is nearly perfect. Power just a little bit missing here and up here. University. What else we got? The hospitals. The firefighters. And the school. and the theater. Yeah, just a little bit missing in the corners here, but
I dream of better.
it's still okay, so yeah. So there's a hop production and some champagne down here. They are using the power from the city to get 200%. I also use this farmer guy here, expert planter, to increase productivity and increase the number of modules. The bread production, I just moved it up here because there were the cheap farms and the work clothes knitters. I don't need them anymore, so I just deleted them. Yeah, also some items in here, but I got a extreme overproduction of the beer and don't know what it's called, malt. This is the oil harbor, just moved it down here because the oil for this harbor comes from the New World and I use 2 railways to be able to have more trains at once. It's rails, so yeah. There's a beer production, also much more than a need. They are also powered by this one. It's just a side effect because I place it here to power the mines to get more coal and more metal and copper. Oh no, metal is down here. Also powered this one. So I just place the canneries and the kitchens down here so they benefit from the power of this power plant. Yes, you can see there are a lot of bakeries. I don't need that many, but I found this little guy here, and this guy increases attractiveness for each bakery in the radius, so I guess I will place even more. Just
There's no space
some more concrete here and a little bit
I had no
glass
idea I was so
or
prolific.
window makers. So some piers, so because you need a few chips and yeah, if you got enough piers you don't have to wait for a free slot. And this is the factory island. I just placed a really small patch here of farmers just to get enough citizens to call the emergency firefighters. If a fire will break out, I can call 1 extra firefighter. As you can see, I am not producing any jewelry at the moment
I'll use the time for a little
because
feat.
I haven't got enough gold. It's just this one power plant powering all these buildings. And one really important thing is the bell. The bell reduces the required workforce at 50% and the maintenance cost at 25%. So if you haven't got the bell yet, you need to find items that reduce the workforce for any buildings that uses artisans. Because if you don't have such an item, you wouldn't have enough workforce from the artisans. As you can see, when I remove the bell, at one block only 215 are left. So one way would be to create more artisan houses, or you find some other items that reduce artisan workforce on some buildings.
The formula is in.
Especially this one is really expensive, 500. So if you maybe just don't want to produce the cabins at the moment, the caps, so just pause them.
Ain't you learned by now?
And now I get that should fit. Yeah, it fits.
Layer of dust is forming.
Do not mind the odd jet of steam.
Start the machines.
Pirates are back. What else do we got here? Some red peppers. A lot more than I need. Then the hunters and some wood production. I just figured out a few days ago that I can place them next to each other and they don't steal the place for the others, which is nice. So I placed the furnaces up here because I power these block anyways just for the mines, and so I can place these guys here too, so yeah, why not? This is Workers Island. Just some wood. Sheep farms, knitters. Oil. This oil is for the factory island. I used 2 items here to increase productivity, because you need 3 oil wells to power 1 power plant. And since I only got 5 up here, I just increase the productivity a little bit.
You are loyal. We have traded many times.
Yeah, a lot of schnapps here. The pigs and the slaughterhouses.
Same, same.
Some meat from the cattle farm and soap production. Why is there a police station?
It's all right, this, isn't it?
Maybe that was a riot. Yeah, and still the farmers. Nothing changed here.
I doff my
Also
cap
happy.
to you.
And also no police stations in here, because if your people are happy,
I feel naught but
a
a
riot
ragged
chance
joy.
is 0. Known riot chance. Very low, okay.
Ship under attack.
Bad. The news are bad at the moment, so yeah.
Battle cruiser ready.
Oh my god.
Raise the corsair cloth.
Ouch. Another thing is, at the zoo, you should definitely go for these 3 animals at the beginning. Now this bonus is nearly worthless, but yeah, if you get some workers and farmers, this is a good thing to have. Let's have a look at the
I'm
production.
thirsty.
This is all stuff from before I changed to
The ship
artisans,
was destroyed.
engineers and investors, but
Crowds from far
as you
and
can see,
wide.
everything is stable or increasing. These ones are going to, I guess, because there is an event. Yeah, I just started an event.
Hello. It's a yawn, but we do keep getting more punters.
Only thing that isn't increasing really much are the glasses, so they are really stable. They are perfectly fitting to this layout. Everything else has an overproduction, especially important for the gramophones, because you need them for the events, and the champagne and the cigars. Also chocolate. Okay, that's it from the old world. Now let's move to the new world. Okay, rum. You need a lot of rum.
People
Still need
celebrate your
to
leadership.
increase the rum production a little bit.
I wouldn't worry.
Most only
Caoutchouc
look at the pictures.
and the oil for the main city. I also use some items to increase the productivity here. And this is just for the local civilization. Some food. Then the cigars. Also use some items here to save one of the cigar factories. And with this some workforce and money. Just some fishers or fish oil productions, wood, yeah, sugar canes. Still need some more. I guess I will place them over here. And every gold mine is in use. You need so much gold. This is cotton fabric production and poncho production.
Game saved.
Just placed them random on this island because yeah, it's really not good for a nice looking production chain, but it's okay. Just some coffee.
Thank you.
And over here we got just food for the local people. Some ponchos. And a lot of coffee beans. This is because I produce chocolate with coffee beans by using this guy here. And I'm trying to increase the gold production by using the trade union and some items. This miner can be bought, and this one is from the World's Fair. There's a cocoa. Also reduced number of modules, which is really helpful in the new world, and increased productivity.
Why survive when we can thrive?
I'm not that happy, but it's okay. Yeah, I guess that's it for the moment. So, no police stations here. Markets are gone. The pubs are gone. I just moved the school next to the fire station. And if you delete the pub and the marketplace, you got these holes in here, but to fill them I simply created a small part down here to just raise the farmers, workers to artisans, and then I moved the buildings in here and upgraded them as needed. As you can see, there is a little bit missing from my island here, or from my city here, because the layout isn't fitting perfect here. I could move it up here, but yeah, it's okay as it is. Just one thing left, the trade routes. Okay, this is just production from a factory island to the main city and coal back to the factory island. Some iron and coal from my farmer's island to the factory island. Chocolate from the New World. Coffee from the New World 2 times, full ships. This is for the New World, just trading some ponchos and coffee between the islands. Then there is some cotton fabric from the New World to the Old World for the fur knitters, and this ship is just from the factory island to the main island. All the products are shipped to the main island. This guy is shipping gold in the New World from one island to another, because I just transfer the gold, including the caoutchouc, to the old world. Then red pepper, copper, glass, coal, and the sewing machines. Some schnapps from the workers' island to the factory island, just to increase the happiness for the emergency firefighters. And some wood, iron ore and copper ore. And then cigars and 2 times rum from the New World to the Old World. Then the oil ship from the worker island to the factory island, and 3 oil ships from the New World to the main city.
I have every right to have high expectations. Still good footfall. Let it drag on.
So this is the island from one of my friends where I'm playing this game with. So he also got the farmers and workers on the same island as the suburb city.
Your people are
He just
healthier.
upgraded. As you can see, still
Had to
some
go to
buildings
press.
missing here. But yeah, he's working on it. Also, World's Fair is in progress. free space here. Here's the factory island, factory block. Just as in the layout. And some production and some more farmers and workers somewhere on his islands. Oh, there.
The festival has ended.
You got a higher population than me, but yeah. It's okay. I guess I need to work on the new world a little bit.
We can move on this.
Grab, grab, grab.